With us right now is the Reverend Walter Contreras. Come on up here, Walter. Yeah. Walter's been a bridge leader for the past several years. For the past several decades, you have been a leader in the Hispanic community in the areas of immigration, advocacy, church planning, and family ministry. You're a busy guy. And you've made some significant inroads in your political advocacy on behalf of immigrants, and you've been asked to testify before significant groups. And I want to, and Bridges wants to thank you for your faithfulness to a very important causes. And this is so important. You've been involved with multiple organizations and denominations over the years and have had a significant impact. What drew you to be involved? What drew you to be involved with Bridges?
Well, for me, Bridges became that matching ministry where really the vision is to find natural pathways to connect with new people to bring them closer to the Lord.
Wow, that's amazing. And I want to thank you. You know, my wife, Janet, she's part of the Evangelical Covenant Church. And when she married a Presbyterian, it just caused all kinds of problems, in that Swedish denomination, which is now very diverse. And I want to thank you for the work you did with that denomination. Is it true?
Correct.
That you've helped them understand diversity and to be welcoming and to create staff? So well done. Do you want to say anything more about that?
No, it's been a great thing to work with denominations which pretty much want to really be more diverse and more multicultural and really understand community, especially those communities which are changing right in front of our eyes. I mean, California is a true example of how diverse we have become, the fifth largest economy in the world. I mean, we can become a country of our own. So we must change in order so that we can see people changing too.
Yeah, that unexpected hope that you gave to the Covenant denomination, and when Jen and I worship, she's out of the First Covenant Church in Oakland. It is the most diverse staff I've seen on church. The congregation is multi-ethnic. It is one family. And that's, I think, how God intended it. Now, I understand something significant, some situation occurred this year. And maybe you can tell us about that and how you responded to it.
Well, part of my life has been that I came to California and became the executive director of the Fred Jordan Mission in downtown Los Angeles. I lived there, and I lived among the homeless for 3 years. So I know Skid Row for more than 30 years. But this year, I received a phone call from a reporter. It says, listen, we're looking for a girl. Her name is Carolina, and she's pregnant. She's been lost for 4 years. There's been a sighting of her in Skid Row. Could you do me a favor? I don't know Skid Row. Can you help us to find her? So, these are the times where you can't think twice. You either do it, jump, and make it happen. So that's what I did. I did this with a reporter, and we found her. We found her in the middle, next to the...
I want you to say that again.
Yeah. I found this girl.
You had no idea.
No idea.
You just started working and with the streets and looking for her.
That's right. And you have to be prepared, because if you find somebody, you can't just give them a little prayer and says, God will take care of you. You got to do something about it right there. Yep. So when we found her next to the railroad. This girl crossed the border with her boyfriend. And the boyfriend died on the border. As crossing, somebody else got hold of her, and eventually she was lost. Became really drug addict. She ended up in the streets, and she became pregnant, and she was 7 months pregnant. And when we found her, we had to right away get into the little, you see how many tents they have in Skid Row. So right there in the middle of a garbage pile of stuff, we found her. And right there I said, Carolina, your mother is live from El Salvador. Wants to say hello. You hasn't seen you for 4 years, and your daughter too. Are you ready for a change? So right away we connected with her mother. She was with another boyfriend, but we were able to rescue out of there and take her to a place, undisclosed place for people who have been trafficked. And we were able, together with a team of people, provide the support necessary to help her, provide her hope
You did.
And that's the name of our organization that we handle. It's called Sperantia, which means hope in Latin. So we rescue her. We find her a place to live. She lost her baby, and she almost lost her life. So we eventually took her into a place so she could be rescued. Now she's doing well, serving the Lord, working. And you know how powerful it is for us and for a ministry like Bridge to do things, that it is just like you're in the right place at the right time.
Walter,
and that's what we did.
This is awesome. What unexpected hope for that young woman. And talk about resurrection from death. Thank you, Walter.
Thank you.
It's so
it's
good
good
to have you with us. Thank you so much.